Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the second video from the Kamakhya series, and now I will start talking about the Dakshayagya. So the Devi herself was incarnated as Daksha's daughter Sati, and she did a lot of penance to marry Devadev Mahadev, okay? And she was absolutely enamored by him and in love with him. And they got married, but nobody was happy, as in, because Mahadev was ultimately not a king like a king, he was in the smashan, he was smeared with bhasma, he had ghouls and spirits as his friends, and her parents did not approve, Daksha and his kin did not approve of Sati's marriage with Shiva. So then it did not bother her, and they did not keep in touch with her. However, she discovered that her father Daksha was holding a Mahayakya. Okay, a yagya is a huge Indian Sanatani ceremony where you have the fire, and then you put oblations in the fire, and offerings and oblations and all of that to achieve a specific purpose. Okay, so once she heard that her father was going to be conducting such a ceremony, she immediately wanted to go and visit, because it had been some time that she was here in Kailasha and she hadn't gone to meet her family. Now, she was not invited though, this is very important. So Mahadev bade her that do not go. He kind of forbade her, and he told her that look, we were not invited, so we don't need to go there. So she would not listen. After all, that was her family, so she wanted to go back and meet them. So she goes, and Shiva says that okay, you can go if you want, I'm not coming. So when the yagya was happening, then they started to insult Shiva, and they would not even acknowledge her presence. So all of this really hurt her, hurt her very badly. And at the end, she kind of jumped into the fire and committed suicide. So as her helpless body she was dead, she was absolutely gone, and she had no life in her. That's when Shiva appeared, and when he saw his Shakti, his beloved, dead, he took her on his shoulders and he began to dance the Tandem. Now, the Tandem is a dance of destruction. The Shiva dances the Tandem when the cosmos is ready for dissolution. So everyone, all at once, everybody was scared that now Shiva has started the Tandem and he wouldn't stop. So he had the corpse on him and he kept dancing, and this was bringing in the end of the world, the universe, the multiverses, right? Because not even the multiverse actually, because the different Shivas are, different Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwaras are looking after different universes. That's also mentioned in the scriptures. Anyway, so Shiva was bringing in the destruction of the universe, and he wouldn't stop. So that is when all the devatas, they went and they spoke to Vishnu, and they said that please come and help us and stop Shiva from destroying all of creation. So Vishnu understandably was interested, because he's the one who's supposed to sustain the creation, the universe. Okay, Brahma is to create, Vishnu is to sustain. So he comes and he sees that Shiva is in this extreme Tandem form. It's a Rudra form. So then, seeing that there was literally no way out, he takes out his Sudarshan chakra and he lets it go, and the chakra cuts the body of Sati into 52 parts, and they all fall down on Prithvi Loka, which is our world. And as they are falling from the heavens, they solidify. because this is a way more denser than on top in the astral etheric realms. Our bodies are dense. The food we eat is dense. So as all of these parts of the Devi, they started to fall, they began to turn to stone. So now it is said that in Kamakhya, the Devi's yoni fell. Okay, her uterus, her womb, her vagina. That's why Kamakhya is known as Yoni Peet. Now, all the tantrics and the sadhus and the mahayogis and tons of people who come to the Kumbh Mela, they revere this place, this Shakti Peet, right? And they call it Mahapeet. Okay, oftentimes it's known as Mahayoni Peet as well. Now, if you visit Kamakhya, you will see that there are many tantrics there in attendance, some living there, some passing through. They come to do sadhana there because achieving siddhi is very easy in Kamakhya, because the land, the water, the Nilgiri mountains, they're very sacred. The energy is very sacred, and it's conducive to spiritual enlightenment. Everything also, your spiritual growth also is dependent on the place of residence where you stay, the history of the place, your association to that place, so all of that. So you will see that many Mahayogis, Siddhas, they go, and Kolacharis, many of them, they go and they perform tremendous penances, tapasya, yoga, secret rituals in this Siddha Bhumi. Okay, so it's literally a place that a must go on the list of places to travel for tantrics. They have to get there at some point or the other. And I've been lucky to, have gone there numerous times in multiple occasions, and to be blessed by that air, to be blessed by that beautiful place. It's indeed a blessing, and what can I say, that I feel extremely enriched to have been a part of that place, because once you go there and you really connect with the energy, a part of you always resides there. And I felt this with all the places that I've been close to and the places that have impacted me in my life. I felt the same for that, that somewhere there's a deep connection, possibly I've lived there, possibly, in numerous other lifetimes I've gone there, I've visited that place, I've experienced the nature there, I've connected to the nature there. So this kind of feeling was always there with me, and I've spoken to many people who have gone there, and they say the same. They're like, there's a pull, a magnetic pull, and if you go there, there's a sense of familiarity, like the place, like I felt like I know where the temple was. I felt like I knew where there was a Shiva temple nearby, right before you turn to the left. So, these were things that were just coming back to me, and in fact, I had quite a crazy experience there with my parents, and I then learned that pigeons are sacrificed there, and that's it. You could not stop me from crying, and I cried and cried and cried and cried the whole time, and I was a little kid. And it was funny to everybody else, because everybody else was like, why are you crying? This is age-old tradition, and everybody knows that this happens. But me, in my mind, I could not quite understand why innocent pigeons would be sacrificed. But then again, pigeons are not considered innocent because of this, incessant need to, procreate, that pigeons are known to be full of calm or lust. So sacrificing them oftentimes means that you sacrifice all the lower kind of maneuverings in you. So, however, that goes. I don't support any kind of, animal sacrifice or blood ritual because I'm vegan myself, and I am a huge supporter of animal rights. So I don't support, I'm an animal activist, and I don't support all that. But the animal in the old days was actually just a symbol for our lower, baser impulses, our baser instincts. So the animal was a symbol. Okay, but nowadays, you go to a temple, you sacrifice an animal, or it's Bakri, then you sacrifice a goat, and you think that you are absolved of all your sins. No, it's not going to work. But in the ancient era, it was a symbol. And so as I said, that many people visit this particular temple to gain siddhis, occult siddhis, Ashta siddhi. And there are people that teach all kinds of, they initiate disciples here. And of course, you will come across many fake sadhus, but you may come across someone really genuine, and you may have a very mind opening, consciousness opening kind of an experience. Now, we are not allowed to talk about all our spiritual experiences, although, I do share from time to time, but I will not be able to tell you all of the things that happened in Kamakhya, because they're very, very intimate and they're very personal to share on a public platform like this. Maybe if you're taking the workshop and, I feel like you need to know, then that's another thing. But just by itself, I cannot be, I cannot discuss all of my experiences there. But I will pick and choose, and I'll describe the place, I'll describe the temple, I'll describe the experiences, all of that, and try to give you a true taste of this Mahapeeth. And if, we ever get the chance to meet up and go there, then that'll be a completely different thing. And I've been planning this spiritual tourism thing for a while, but it's not yet taken off. So we are almost at 12. We'll do this video till 15 minutes. So let's continue. You will see many people in this smashan there doing many kinds of, Vamachara, Virachara rituals. You will also see there that the people with Dakshinachara have come, they are doing darshan, they stand in long queues, and they wait to receive the grace of the Devi. Sorry. If you go to Kamrup Kamakhya, Kama means desire. Desire. Even planets in Navamsas have meanings like Artha, Kama, Dharma, Moksha. So the Kama is a very important point of creation. It is a part of Ichha Shakti. Like I told you how Sodashi or Tripura Sundari is Ichha Shakti. And she is Kameshi or Kameshwari as well. Kamini. So the desire to do something is what moves the world. The desire to maybe learn a subject, the desire to be a better person, or mundane desires like, desire to get a car, or desire to get a house, or desire to get new clothes. All of these desires is what's keeping us going in this world, We are moving like cogs in a wheel because we want to get something. We want something, right? And in Tantra, actually, this desire is not looked at the root of all evil as Buddha saw it. It's not, because desire, Mata Kamakhya herself is the very embodiment of desire or Kama. And if you go there and if you surrender to her, then she grants all desires. And this is absolutely fascinating, but many people, many devotees from around the world, they do something called mannat, right? Where they go and say that, okay, this, that and the other, if I get this, then I'm going to give you this. Now, I don't do mannat ever, because I told you I do not ask for things for myself. However, if there is something that you really want, and if you know how to invoke the great goddess, then she will grant you all your desires. And this I mean mundane wishes, spiritual progress, as well as disease. Get rid of diseases. This place is known to have or some kind of handicap, or some kind of a dire situation. If you're in a dire situation, I've spoken to many people over the years, and they've told me the same thing, that their wishes have been fulfilled. For some it's been quick, like quick come karma and quick serve karma. But for others, although it's been slow and delayed, but it's been there. It's happened. Even for me, I told you, when I was younger, I would ask for things. And yeah, I did, and it always happened. So remember that she, Kama Rupa Kamakhya, grants all your wishes. So therefore, my greatest wish as I make this series is that the book I write for her, may it spread out, may it get a wide audience, because I believe that this is the time now to honor the goddess, and by honoring the goddess we shall honor the womb, the earth, the mother. Okay, and it is also going to help with women empowerment, to come back into the arms of the goddess, to respect motherhood. Okay, so all of this is going to be side effects, if I can use that word. It's possibly a misnomer, but the good side effects of goddess worship is accepting the woman in all her glory. And this, I think, is what needs to be done. This is the change that we need to orchestrate. So, don't believe me. So that was my first wish, that the book gets a wide audience. And second is that I do get to form a small group with you guys. And we get to go there and actually see the supreme goddess in all her glory. And not only see, but also we should be able to do Sri Chakra Puja in Kamakhya. And that is my greatest desire, and this is what I petition to the goddess with utmost sincerity, that may the book get a wide audience, and may I get to go there with a group of my students and friends, and may we ultimately head towards darshan, of course, of all the temples, and numerous temples there, and ultimately may we get to go to the smashan and do Chakra Puja there. That is the ultimate Sri Vidya Puja in Kamakhya. So if you're feeling this, drop me an email, tina@tinahills.com, and if you want to book a workshop on the Dasha Mahavidyas or Goddess Kamakhya, then also drop me an email, tina@tinahills.com. Now, do join me for the third video of this series on the Goddess Kamakhya, and speak soon. Check out my website, www.tinahills.com. Thank you.